A very good morning to all students. So let us continue in this video. Again I will continue the unit number 1, which is nothing but the title Brief History of Computer Programming Languages. So next point related to this unit is the type of application development. So basically we have seen the introductory part in a computer. Like computer software is based on the two parts. It is divided into two parts: general specific software and application specific software. So in general specific software, the computer software or programs are available to anyone. Users in a market can use such software. And application specific software is basically used for the specific reasons. Means it is only restricted to particular area of the market. Means some softwares are related to only health organization, some softwares related to only education field, some are related to banking sector. Means based on the depth of that domain problem of the real world, according to the need, it will be implemented on that particular sector of the market. So today we have seen how many types of the applications we have developed in a computer machine. So for developing the applications, it is nothing but a process of creating a computer program or a set of programs to perform different tasks that a business requires. Business requires means what? Sorry, our market requires. So as per the demand of the client in a market, client means what? Customer. So as per the requirement of the customer in a market, we can create or we can develop a set of programs as per the need of the customer requirement. That is called as a application development. Means what is a current requirement? What now the overall world is facing the disease of corona. So what is a requirement? Current requirement of the customer or industry. The customer or industry require the updates of the corona. In which particular area is a containment zone, which area is a red zone. So based on that, customer or market requires some applications. Those are give the indication of very quickly where the peoples are going to safely safely do their regular activity and where they avoid to go for performing their activity. So such type of the applications we need to develop as per the customer requirement or customer need, or we can say the business requirement. That is called as a application. So application development is one of the process in computer machine, and by creating the computer program or using the computer languages, we can write some source of code for performing the task or performing the process. That is called as application development. So from calculating monthly expenses to scheduling the sales report, our application help the business automate process and increase the efficiency. Even app building process follows the same step: gathering requirements, then designing prototypes, testing, implementation and integration. So for developing any kind of the application, it must be follow some basic path or some basic steps. Those basic path or steps are nothing but gathering the requirements. Means before going to develop any software, we need to first collect the raw material. Okay, means what? Take one simple example of house. So before going to develop any house, what we do first? We can first find out the land where we want to build our house, right? Once we finalize our land, we can just take the calculation, means taking the map of that land, and then we can finalize our engineer, civil engineer or contractor. So according to that land, first they will design a structure. Means according to the square foot of that land, they can design how many space is available for this room, then how many space is available for kitchen, how many space is available for hall, how many space available for gallery, how many space available for balcony, how many space available for terrace. So according to that landmark, he will first calculate one rough design on a paper. According to that design, they will finalize the design on a finalize their design along with the communication with that person, and then they start to develop the house, right? So same here in a computer system also, before going to develop any application or software, first we need to collect the raw material. So in house example, what is a raw material? First we need to finalize our land. Then once we finalize our design, we need to collect the what raw material is required, that is cement and bricks and any steels. All these raw materials is required. So once we collect that raw material, we can then started to develop the house. So same here, before going to create any software or application, first we collect the raw material, that is called as value. Which type of value we require, according to that we need to design the structure of our software. According to the structure, we need to develop the code in editor, and then we can need to test it will be correct or not. So various type of the applications we can develop in computer machine by using these basic steps. And application development is nothing but one of the basic process in a computer machine, where we can create a new program or set of programs that are perform the different task which is required for the user. User is nothing but what? Customer. It is the end person of the market. According to that person, we need to develop some software. So what are the first category of the application development type? It is a desktop application. Desktop application means what? The applications based on the desktop only, and it is must be user friendly, efficient, customized desktop application that can run the offline. Means these applications, it does not need to require the internet facility. It is only just once when user open the computer and they want to perform some task according to their business purpose, then just this type of the apps are developed in a computer and it will be going to offline. So these apps help the business to meet their respective need. Means Tally is one of the example which is meet the business respective, because Tally is everywhere used in a market to calculating the account part. So Tally is required the internet? No. So Tally is one of the example of desktop application, because it will be basic meet the user or business respective need. Then second is web application development. So web application development is a creation of apps program that resides on a remote computers and are delivered to user over the internet. Means such type of the application or software is available on the online. It is required the internet, and it is available on the remote computer. Means what? Server computers. Basically sometimes we need to search information, or we need to get data from the internet, or we need to perform some calculation on the internet. At that time some specific applications, apps or softwares are available for that, and using that softwares or app we can perform the task. So such apps are the computer software is called as application development. Then third is mobile. So mobile means what? Some applications whatever we create, those are available or run on the mobile platform also, right? So such software or applications are called mobile, because nowadays everyone knows, because mobile is a very common nowadays mobile device is a very common device available to everywhere in a real life, because even school children also use this device. So whatever we develop the software or applications in computer, those applications and computers are also make available in a mobile handphone set also, and using those apps we can perform the lots of activities on computer activities on mobile also. Means various types of the softwares are available, or we can create the softwares and applications. Those are working on a both computer as well as mobile. So using some computer technologies we can develop the computer software, or we can develop the applications. Those are applicable for both. It will be applicable for computer as well as applicable for mobile also. So various games apps are also we are knowing, those are applicable for computer as well as mobile. Then next category is database application development. So in this category we can develop the applications which is helpful for the defining, designing or collecting and managing the database, because database is very important part in a computer, because without having the data we cannot perform any single task on a computer. So some applications or softwares we need to develop for collecting and managing the databases. So these softwares and applications are come under the type of database application development. Then unique features. So next point is computer programming language has follow some unique features, right? Means the popularity of programming language depends on the features and utilities it provides to the programmer. So programmers need to follow some features for developing the software and application in computer. So these features the programming language must have to stand out are the following. So first unique feature is a simplicity. Means what? The language, computer programming languages must be clear and the simple concepts are facilitated in that language for easily learning and for developing a application in a way that it is simple to understand and also it is simple to maintain. So simplicity does not mean it can be subtracted from the optimal power functioning. Means simplicity means what? It just should be easy to understand and maintenance for the execution. Then naturalness. The computer languages must be natural. Means what? The application in the area for which it is designed must be naturally, providing the syntaxes, structures, operators to work efficiently. Means our language must be follow the predefined rules, vocabulary sets and syntaxes. Then third unique feature is abstraction. Means what? Without having or ignoring some extra details, it is only focuses on what is required and according to that ability to define the structure and perform the operation on that, and after then we can get our required output. So abstraction means what? Sometimes we ignore some extra details or hiding some extra details at the time of developing the software or application. We just focus on what we want and according to that we can perform the structure of our program and we can get the result. Next is efficiency. Efficiency means what? Our language must be easily translatable from one machine to another machine and it is executed efficiently, so not take too much memory space and time for the execution. Means our programming language must be efficient. It does not take much more memory space or it does not take much more time. If our time is increased, then it will be output is delayed. So we need to every time focus. Our result will be generated within a second or within a millisecond. So our programming language, whatever we choose for developing the software, it should be take a very small time. Means our program is not take much more memory space also and it is not take much more time also, because everyone nowadays require a result within a millisecond. So we need to focus on that also. So it is one of the important unique feature of programming language. Our languages must be easily translatable for any environment and it does not take much more time for the execution. So structuring. So language allows the programmers to write their code according to structured programming concept. Means we need to avoid the creating errors. Structured programming means what? Structured means what is unique feature? Whatever the syntaxes are given for that computer programming according to the predefined rules, syntaxes and vocabulary, we need to create the proper set of instructions for executing the programs or performing the set of tasks in a program. If we are doing a small mistakes, then our program is not beneficial for it. So at the time of creating the source code, we need to take careful of every instructions should be error free. So there is no any errors. If lots of mistakes if we do in our code, then our code can take too much time for the execution and it is not helpful for the user or customer. So we need to focus on, we need to avoid the small mistakes for writing the instructions. The next is compactness. With these characteristics, it is possible to express operations concisely without having to write too many details. Means without writing the extra details, whatever we want, that is only be specific, we can write in a set of instruction. And last is locality. It transfers the code concentrating on the part of the program with which you are working at a given time. Means you need to concentrate on the code, whatever you perform at that time, which is working on the computer program. So these are the basic unique features of the programming languages. So next we move on trade-offs in programming language. So at the time of developing any application or computer software, so at the time of choosing any computer language, we need to check various traits of that programming language. Traits of means what? How it is easy to use. It should be understandable to every computer programmer. The execution speed of that language must be fast. Then next, programming language versus particular or desired language. Then it is particular or desired language is related to restricted area, or it is available to all. It need to be checked through the programming language versus particular or desired language. Third is code base and availability of libraries versus specific language. Is there various libraries are available for the execution, or it is a specific language, there are less number of libraries are available. How many standard libraries are available? Because various routines, subroutines and libraries are very important for the execution of the code, because so many inbuilt functions are available in that libraries and they are helpful for get more accurate result within a less execution time. Then we need to check low runtime cost versus easy of debugging. Means how it is easy for debugging, and it is how it will be calculate the low runtime cost. And it should be simplicity of the language, or what is the power of that language. So before going to develop any programming software or applications, we need to check various trade-offs of the programming languages for choosing that language for developing the particular application or developing the particular computer software. Then job opportunities. So lots of the job opportunities nowadays available in a computer sector, that is called as IT sector. We basically know the major cities or big cities where huge area of the IT sector is located. Those are nothing but Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, then Delhi, Noida, Ahmednagar. These are places where lots of IT companies are located. Through the IT sectors, various applications and softwares are developed. Huge job opportunities are available there, but only we need to identify what is skill we require for doing a particular job. Means what I say to here, nowadays everyone saying कि engineering को सारी मैं यहाँ पे हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ आपको कि अभी सब लोग बोल रहे हैं कि जैसे मार्केट में इंजीनियरिंग को चांस नहीं है, पूरा लो डाउन हो गया है, इंजीनियर करके क्या फायदा, आप दूसरी चॉइस देखो. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. टेक्निकल एजुकेशन का जो पार्ट है वो बहुत ही अलग है. टेक्निकल एजुकेशन में कैसा है, जो स्किल तुम लर्न करते हो, एडॉप्ट करते हो, उसको लाइफ टाइम तक अगर आपने अपडेट करके, अगर आप उसमें अपडेट करके कंटिन्यूस उसमें कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट दिखाते हो, तो वो लाइफ टाइम चलने वाला स्किल है. तो अभी इंडस्ट्री को क्या नीड है कि आपके पास अलग से ऐसी क्या स्किल है. अगर आपके पास कोई अलग ऐसी स्किल रहेगी जो बाकी में नहीं है, तो उस स्किल के बेस पे आप आगे जा सकते हो. अभी भी इंडस्ट्री को बहुत ऐसे लोगों की जरूरत है कि उनके पास अलग स्किल है. अभी इंडस्ट्री को क्या चाहिए, कम टाइम में ज्यादा आउटपुट चाहिए. तो आपको ऐसे स्किल डेवलप करने होंगे कि उन स्किल में आपको उन स्किल के साथ साथ ऐसे टेक्नोलॉजीज लर्न करनी चाहिए कि उन टेक्नोलॉजी में आपको कम समय में आउटपुट ज्यादा देना होगा. सो नॉट व्हाट इज द करंट रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री. The current requirement of the industry is nothing but within a less time you can give more and more output, and according to the new technology you need to learn some extra skills, and if you have the extra skills then definitely you can select the biggest IT sectors companies. Those are located in various cities. So there are different job positions or application areas for a career in programming languages are available, lots of, in every IT sector companies where an individual can apply as per his or knowledge. In India there are different sites or cities where you can check the openings or open job positions for the different role. So according to your skill, company can offer the different role like senior engineer, technical architect, team leader, etc. It helps in making yourself available for entry level programming position. Once having experience in this language, you are available to higher roles as well also. Okay, so lots of the job opportunities are available in IT sector. Nowadays computer is various booming engineering trend in a market, because whatever next future is coming, those are all based on the online concepts and related to online. So various apps and softwares are required for the customer or business. Those are basically used or required for using the online purpose. So basically different high level programming languages are available decade ago also, current also, and future also for developing the applications and softwares. So we have seen some high level programming languages in this unit. So computer programming language allows us to give instructions to computer in a language the computer understands, just as many human based language exist. So there are array of computer programming languages that programmers can use to communicate with the computer. So portion of the language that a computer can understand is called only binary. So translating programming language into a binary is known as compilation. In earlier video also I can say compiler is implementing very important role because sorry because computer is a machine and it is only understandable the machine language, that is called as a binary language. So the process of programming language is convertible to binary is known as compilation. So each language from C to Python, Angular, JS, PHP has its own distinct features, though many times there are commonalities between programming language. Every language has their own unique features, own unique syntax, own unique predefined rules, vocabularies, but some commonalities also available in this programming language. So these languages allows the computer to quickly and efficiently process large and complex swap of information. For example, if a person is given a list of randomized numbers ranging from 1 to 10,000 and he asked to place them in ascending order, so chances are that it will take a simple amount of time and include some errors. So there are dozens of programming languages used in the industry today. Sorry, I am given here one example. Suppose we have give example of 1 to 10,000 and it is asked to place them in ascending order. So if the data is already having the ascending order, then it will take a small amount of time and it will show the result. Otherwise, if there is a syntactical any mistakes are available, then it will show the errors, and if we include some errors in that information, then it will be not showing the proper ascending order. It will show the errors and after correcting the errors it will be show the proper ascending order. So lots of programming languages are used in industry today. So first base of the computer language is nothing but C. C was developed in 1972 at Bell Labs specifically for implementing the Unix system. It is raised to many advanced programming languages. Means using the C we can include the version or we can create the new version of programming language, that is called as a C++, Java, C#, JavaScript and Perl. C language is basically middle level programming language, or it is basically used to develop the low level application, or we can say basic application. Because it is procedure oriented programming language, it is not the object oriented programming language. It has some basic features like it has only 32 keywords. Then it is easy to write the programs, which is useful for compilers and interpreters. It is the foundation of the language, which is useful for the beginners peoples. The most device drivers are still developed using C language. So C language is used to develop system applications that are integrated into operating systems such as Windows, Linux and Unix. Means it is basically used for developing the small applications which is integrated into the operating system as well as embedded software. Applications include graphics packages, word processors, spreadsheets, operating system development, database system, compilers, assemblers, network drivers, interpreters. These are some examples we have taken where we can use the C language for developing the system application. The second high level programming language is a C++. It is a general purpose language. It is basically middle level programming language, but it is implemented the object oriented. It is extension of C. It is possible to code in C style, but the basic focus on this programming language is a object. Means real world problem is considered centered as an object, and according to that the set of instruction or syntaxes created in this language. It is released in 1983. It is version of C++. So C++ was created to compile efficient code while providing high level abstraction to better manage large development projects. So C++ it is used to create the computer program and package the software. It is basically useful for office application, games, graphics, video editors and operating system. The basic features of this programming language is a college level. It is object oriented, quick processing and compilation. And it is provide the standard robust library. Sorry. Third is a Java language. Java is also general purpose object oriented language, but several features that make it ideal for the web application development. Means the first web based application development language is developed, that is nothing but Java. So most of the several features of Java is implemented into a web based applications. Originally the name of Java is Oak. It is developed at 1990 Sun Microsystem to add the capabilities of C++ language. Java was developed according to the principle of ORA, write once, run anywhere. Means whatever we write the code on one machine, we can execute that code on anywhere where JVM is available. It is introduced to the public in 1995 and is now owned by Oracle. So Java is used to develop enterprise level applications for video games, mobile apps, then web based application development. When used online, it is applets to download used through a browser which can then perform a function not normally available. It is a core foundation of developing the Android apps. Means what? For developing the mobile applications, it will be foundation of that. So features: application portability. It is robust and interpreted language and extend the network library. So Java is the first invention started of the computer language where we can start to develop the web application and Android apps. Then next is a C# language. So pronounced as C#, not hashtag, is a multi-paradigm programming language that features strong typing, imperative, declarative, functional, object-oriented and component-oriented discipline. It was developed in 2000 as a part of Microsoft released .NET framework, and 2003 it became an ISO standard. So C# was based off C, C++ and Java. The developers create XML web series, Microsoft .NET, connected application for Windows operating system and internet. It is also useful for developing the internet application. Sorry, it is similar to Java in capabilities. It is ideal for beginners also and the go-to for working on a Microsoft apps. It is basically working on a Microsoft apps. The next is Python. So Python is more advanced programming language that is interpreted, object oriented and built in flexible and robust semantics. It was developed in late 1980s CWI in the Netherlands and first released in the public 1991. Python lets work quickly to integrate system as a scripting or glue language. It is suited for rapid application development. So rapidly developed applications were developed using the Python. So features of this: it is easy to learn and read. It is associated with web frameworks for developing web-based application. So Python is also very useful for developing the web softwares or web applications. It is pre-interpreter and standard library available in source or binary or major platforms. Nowadays Python is also helpful for developing the AI application, that is called as a artificial intelligence applications. In PHP, it is one of the scripting language. It is also helpful for developing the web application or web softwares. It is open source scripting language designed for creating the dynamic web pages. So it is also helpful for the internet online application that effectively work with database. It is also used as a general purpose programming language. It was released in 1995. It is a server side scripting language which is processed on a server become with a website in a plain HTML. PHP is primarily used alongside dynamic data heavy websites to collect from. It is also used in app development to generate dynamic page content. Dynamic page means when we provide a link on a web page, then that link is include another link. So linking the multiple pages on the web, or we can create simultaneously dynamic web page at that time. Along with the basic HTML, it will be used the PHP. The features: easy to learn, as simple as embedding code inside HTML. It is free and open source. It can be used on all major operating system and web server. Swift language. Swift is invention of the Apple's newest open source language multi-paradigm for iOS and OS X apps. Swift integrates Objective-C's named parameters, and it is object-oriented model. It is a combination of both C and object-oriented while including advanced compiler, debugger and framework. Swift, which is based on of Objective-C programming language, was introduced on Apple's on 2014 Worldwide Developers Conferences. The newest version of Swift 2 was released in open source language in 2015. It is primarily used for developing the apps on the Android, iOS and OS X operating system. It supports playgrounds, a feature that lets programmers experiment and see immediate results. It is easy to understand syntax, and it is ideally writing for the production ready code. Then another important language is Ruby. It was designed in 1995. Ruby is created, described as simple in appearance but very complex, just like our human body. Ruby is an open source object-oriented scripting language that can be used independently as a part of Ruby on Rails web framework. It is basically used for developing the 3D modeling. It is basically used for the healthcare organization or 3D modeling concept. To detecting the 3Ds in scanners or any big machineries, or tracking the information. That language was used. It is actually based on totally scripting as well as object-oriented concept, and it was released in 1995. The features: it is easy to use, copy, modify, distribute, initiative and flexible language, and completely object-oriented language. Ability to use the method chaining. So these are, here we have seen some examples of the high-level programming language. So any other lots of programming languages are available in a market or the industry, and as per the demand of the business requirement, we can use those various computer languages for developing the apps and the software. Those are suitable for mobile and the computer, but at the time of developing the software or app for the mobile as well as computer, we need to check the various traits of that programming languages. How it is easy to use, how to understandable, what is its execution speed, it is specific purpose or general purpose. So according to the traits of and the business requirements, we need to choose particular language as per their predefined set of rules, syntax and vocabularies, and then we can develop the software and application for our computer as well as mobile. So thank you. So here over we can cover our first unit, that is brief history of programming language. Thank you.